In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is like to be a full-time freelance copywriter and exactly how you can get started. And now, of course, I have full 2.5 and 4-hour courses on copywriting on my channel, but I wanted to just make this a shorter crash course just in case you're not fully ready to commit to one of those longer courses. But of course, I do highly recommend checking those out after you're done with this video. So of course, let's look at copywriting from a complete bird's eye view. I mean, what even is copywriting to begin with? Well, long story short, okay, in the most simple, plain English answer that I could possibly give you, copywriting is the ability to sell with words. These are things like marketing emails, sales funnels, sales promotions, ads, these sorts of things. Now, the funny thing is that your average Joe would hear copyright or copywriter or copywriting, and they would think of like copyright law or something about infringing on people's rights. They have no idea what copywriting even is. Yet copywriting is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. And before I hear yet another dork in the comments talking about how AI is going to replace copywriters, the fact of the matter is that nothing could be further from the truth. Look, saying AI is going to replace copywriters is like saying calculators are going to replace all mathematicians and we won't need them anymore. AI is really just a tool, okay? And copywriters are the ones that are able to actually use that tool. And ever since ChatGPT and AI actually came out, copywriters have been making more and more money and getting more and more clients. And if you don't believe me, after this video, fire up ChatGPT, tell it to give you some marketing emails for your business, and just look at how terrible they are, how robotic they sound, and how unpersonalized and unprofessional they are. In fact, AI is not a threat whatsoever, but actually an accomplice that can help you make more money by helping you write better copy in a shorter amount of time, but more on that later. But copywriting was and still is one of the best opportunities. Why? Because it can help you do things like quit your 9-to-5, make more money on top of your 9-to-5, or make more money than you ever got from your 9-to-5 job. It also gives you the ability to work from anywhere in the world as long as you have a Wi-Fi connection and a laptop. And of course, once you become a full-time copywriter, you're going to expand your network, expand your skills, and really, as far as income, the sky really is the limit. So look, I used to be a carpenter / guy in the army / security guard, and all of those jobs, I can tell you right now, sucked a lot. I mean, I had to go into work whenever they told me. I had set hours. Not only did I have set hours, but I had to work a ton. I was actually working these 3 jobs at the same time, working 60, 70, 80 hours every single week. So you can imagine how crazy it was when I finally became a full-time copywriter, making over $10,000 every single month from home, just sitting here at my desk. I'd wake up, head over to the gym, come back, do a little bit of work, maybe hang out with some friends, go out for a coffee, come back, do the rest of my work, and that'd basically be it. Now I had the rest of the day to do whatever I wanted. Now, for me, I'm a hustler, so I was always working on building other businesses and making more money. But that's the thing, is that with copywriting, it provides you so many options. A lot of people like to just, do the work that they need to do, live however they want, and then just spend the rest of their time with either their family or just doing some hobbies. Whereas other people, when it comes to copywriting, they like to just go harder and harder and harder, make more money, expand their offers, and just scale their income. And really what it comes down to is whether you would rather have a lifestyle that supports your business or a business that supports your lifestyle. That's one of the many reasons why copywriting really doesn't have any sort of income cap. The reason why is because, sure, you can start out as a copywriter, but then a lot of the times people like to expand their offers. They say, okay, well, I'm not a copywriter anymore. I'm an email marketer, or I'm a funnel builder, or I build sales pages. Some people even go with the consulting route. I mean, there's literally an endless amount of possibilities that you can go into once you're a copywriter. And this is one of the many, many, many reasons why AI will never be able to quote unquote replace copywriters, because copywriters have one of the most valuable skills in the whole entire world, and that is marketing. And with marketing, I mean, nobody can be able to replace you. Which brings me to my next point, which is, as a copywriter, you are making a lot of money compared to any other 9-to-5 you can really imagine. I mean, like I told you, I was working those 3 jobs and only making like $3,000 every single month. I was making 3 to 4 times that income as a copywriter, and I was doing less than half of the work. Well, how does that really work? I mean, that seems a little bit too good to be true. Well, the fact of the matter is that as a copywriter, you're not getting paid for what you do. You're not getting paid per hour. You're not getting paid for how long you work. You're actually getting paid for what you know. You're getting paid based on the value that you're able to provide. The thing with these businesses is that they have a lot of leverage already, essentially meaning that they get out essentially meaning that they get out a lot for only putting in a little bit of work. So essentially, if you're able to make a business owner an extra $50,000 every single month from your emails, then that essentially means that there's nothing wrong with spending around $3,000 to $5,000 every single month on a copywriter who's able to provide that for you. And I'll give you a whole bunch of other rapid fire reasons as to why copywriting is a great opportunity. First and foremost, you can get started very, very, very quickly. I'm talking about 60 to 90 days from now, you could quit your 9-to-5 and become a full-time copywriter. Next of all, it can literally never become saturated. I mean, as long as capitalism is a thing, there is no such thing as oversaturation of copywriters, because essentially you could just go to businesses, say, hey, I can make you more money, make them more money with your copy, and that's basically it. I mean, as long as copywriters don't outnumber businesses in the whole entire world, which is impossible, it will never actually be saturated. The next thing about copywriting is that it's really not that complicated. See, the thing with digital marketing, for example, is that it is rather complicated. I mean, there's lots of things to take into account, like ads, like funnels, like sales pages, like opt-in pages, like email lists. And as a digital marketer, all that would be more than overwhelming, especially if you were to just start out, which is why copywriting is a great launch pad for you to actually start at, because it's just one small piece of the puzzle when it comes to the whole marketing aspect. And especially with things like AI and ChatGPT, you can create really, really high quality copy if you've only been in the space for about a month or two. Next great thing about copywriting is that you can start and succeed at a very, very young age. I mean, we literally have dudes in the 4D Discord server who are making over 9K with copywriting, and they're only 14 years old, which is completely mind-blowing. Which leads me to my next point about copywriting, and that is, who is it for? Well, it can be people of all ages, okay? Maybe not if you're like 8 years old. I mean, let's not get crazy now, but still, you could be a teenager and still make a lot of money with copywriting. What countries does it work in? Well, not just the United States or any of the other first world countries. We have other people winning from all sorts of countries. People like from Romania, we have people from Brazil, we have people from India, we have people from Nigeria, all making money with copywriting. So yes, okay, don't bother going down in the comments and asking me, Tyson, does this work here? Does this work there? It works everywhere where you have a Wi-Fi connection. So how can you actually get started and become a copywriter? Well, it really comes down to gaining as much experience and building out your resume as much as possible. And look, guys, a lot of people despise this fact, but the fact of the matter is that yes, copywriting is a good deal. It's a great gig. Anybody would be lucky to become a full-time freelance copywriter, which is exactly why it takes a little bit of work to start. But let me give you another example, okay? So if you look at the full lifetime of this YouTube, I uploaded videos for months and months and months, and basically nobody watched them. Then I started uploading and people were watching, but I still didn't even monetize the channel. I mean, the channel couldn't get monetized for a very long time, and I didn't even sell any programs with the whole brand. But after all of that upfront work and all of that upfront time, I'm talking about months and months and months and months and months of work without any reward, I was finally able to monetize my YouTube channel. And the thing is that you guys as copywriters are not going to have to wait nearly as long, but it's not going to be instant per se. It is really not an outrageous idea that you could be quitting your 9-to-5 in the next 2 to 5 months. And you could be making 10K within that same time period. So yes, you will have to wait a little bit to actually get in the game of copywriting, but all you have to do to start today is just learn how to write copy, get a little bit good at it, start getting some experience, and it will be more than worth it. So what exactly should you do right now to get started? Well, first and foremost, you're going to want to go down to the description and join the free 4D copywriting Discord server. It's full of other copywriters who are just beginners to advanced and making a whole bunch of money. So you can get in there and chat with them and also get access to a whole bunch of exclusive free resources that are not on YouTube. You can also go down and download the free copy starter kit, which is again full of resources like outreach scripts, copywriting templates, copywriting courses, and everything of that nature. And of course, I'm going to put a couple more copywriting courses on screen now that you can check out after this video as well. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. And of course, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.